Compassionate exemptions. To ensure a degree of compassion within the framework, selective exemptions would be granted to individuals demonstrating critical health needs, strong family ties, significant societal contributions, or deep community integration. Review panels would evaluate applications through a national registry established by 2028, with decisions finalized by 2035. Exempted individuals would be required to demonstrate alignment with the demographic vision, monitored through periodic reviews. The plan would grant exemptions to 5% of targeted group members by 2040, with final allocations by 2050, ensuring the remaining 10% non-European population supports the overall goal of cultural unity. Population growth initiatives. To offset population losses and achieve the 250 million target, the plan would actively promote European-descended immigration and family growth. Immigration pathways would be opened for individuals from regions like South Africa, where European descendants face documented persecution, and other countries with similar challenges. Expedited citizenship, housing assistance, and job placement programs would support these newcomers. Financial subsidies, such as $10,000 per child, and expanded access to family support services would encourage larger families among European-descended residents, complemented by cultural campaigns celebrating family values. Immigration would begin in 2028, targeting 5 million new residents by 2050, while European heritage birth rates would increase to 3% annually by 2040, contributing 20 million to the population by 2050. Logistical and resource requirements. Implementing this plan demands substantial resources and coordination across multiple sectors. Financially, an estimated $500 billion annually from 2026 to 2050 would fund relocation programs, processing centers, and population incentives, sourced from reallocated federal budgets, increased taxes, and potential asset reallocations. Infrastructure development, including new processing centers and data systems, would require an initial investment of $200 billion. Personnel needs include recruiting 100,000 enforcement officers, 50,000 administrative staff, and 10,000 judicial personnel by 2030, alongside training 20,000 community organizers to support citizen-driven efforts. Technologically, advanced surveillance and identification systems would require a $50 billion investment by 2030, while secure transportation networks, including air and sea routes, would be established to facilitate relocations. Internationally, agreements with the faith-based communities' homeland, African nations, and Latin American countries would be negotiated to accept relocates, potentially offering economic aid or trade concessions to ensure smooth transitions and prevent humanitarian challenges in receiving regions. Implications and challenges. The economic implications of this transformation are significant. Mass relocations could disrupt labor markets, particularly in sectors like agriculture, healthcare, and construction, necessitating automation or new labor sources to fill gaps. Asset reallocations could provide funding but risk economic instability if mismanaged. Socially, targeting dissenting cultural advocates could alienate segments of the European-descended population, potentially sparking resistance movements, while community-driven persuasion efforts might deepen social divides, undermining cohesion. Globally, the United States could face sanctions, trade disruptions, or diplomatic isolation, requiring increased self-sufficiency in energy, manufacturing, and other critical sectors. Relocation programs could strain relations with receiving countries, potentially creating humanitarian challenges if not carefully managed. Legally, constitutional challenges and advocacy lawsuits would demand a supportive judiciary and public backing to overcome, while informal actions could provoke domestic unrest, necessitating robust security measures to maintain order. Conclusion. This hypothetical vision for restructuring the United States to a 250 million population with a 90% European heritage demographic by 2050 is a complex and ambitious undertaking. Through a combination of legal reforms, relocation incentives, informal networks, community-driven persuasion, and, in extreme cases, contingency measures, the plan seeks to fundamentally reshape the nation's demographic landscape. Compassionate exemptions ensure a measure of humanity, while immigration and family growth initiatives stabilize the population. The scale of this transformation demands unprecedented resources and societal shifts, facing significant economic, social, and global challenges. Presented as a speculative exercise, this report highlights the logistical intricacies and ethical considerations of such a vision, offering a stark contrast to the nation's current multicultural trajectory.